All right, let's dive right in. We're taking a close look at the United Institute of Technology in Coimbatore. Now, if you're gearing up for the 2026 admissions, you'll want to remember this TNEA Code 2761. So, let's get into the details that really matter for your big decision.
You know, when you're shortlisting colleges, there's often one big thing that stands out. For United Institute of Technology, it's all about their A+ grade advantage. So let's unpack exactly what that means, because this is a big deal.
There it is, an A+ grade. And this isn't just any grade, it comes from NAAC, that's the National Assessment and Accreditation Council. Think of it as the government's official quality stamp for colleges in India. An A+ from them, yeah, that's a very reliable sign of overall quality.
And that A+ isn't just a letter, it's backed by a solid number, a CGPA of 3.40 out of 4. This score is what puts the college right up there in the top tier of institutions. It's the data behind the grade.
And listen, this is really important. This wasn't just a lucky one-time thing. This is their second cycle of accreditation, and it's valid all the way until 2028. What does that tell you? It shows a consistent, sustained commitment to quality. Plus, the audit was recent, so this is an up-to-date assessment.
Okay, so we've established that top-tier A+ grade. Now let's dig a little deeper into the college's foundation, the core details that make an achievement like that even possible.
All right, first up, it's a self-financing autonomous college. The key word here for you as a student is autonomous. What does that really mean? It means the college can update its syllabus quickly to keep up with what the industry actually wants. So you're learning relevant, up-to-date stuff, not something from 10 years ago.
The college itself was established back in 2009. When you think about it, achieving that A+ grade in just over a decade, well, that's a pretty impressive journey.
Now, even though it's autonomous, it's still affiliated to Anna University in Chennai. And as you know, that's the big one for engineering in Tamil Nadu. So you get the best of both worlds, an updated syllabus and a degree that carries the weight of the Anna University name.
And here's a critical checkpoint for any engineering student. Yes, the college is approved by the AICTE, the All India Council for Technical Education, for the 2025-26 academic year. This is a non-negotiable, and they've got it.
So how do you get in? Admissions are through TNEA counseling, and here's the split. 65% of the seats are filled through the government quota, and the other 35% are through the management quota.
All right, let's get to the good stuff. What can you actually study here? Let's break down the engineering programs and your branch options for 2026.
Across all the branches we're about to see, the total approved number of seats for the next academic year is 450.
Okay, here's the list of the 6 programs they offer. You've got Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Computer Science and Engineering, then Cybersecurity, Information Technology, Electronics and Communication Engineering, and finally, Robotics and Mechatronics. What's clear is that alongside the core branches, they're really focusing on these newer, high-demand fields. I mean, AI and data science and robotics started in 2020, and then cybersecurity and IT were added just in 2022. It shows they're keeping things current.
Okay, we've talked about what you'll study, but what about after? Let's tackle what's probably the most important question for both students and parents: placements and the kind of support you can expect to get.
So, according to the official numbers the college submitted for TNEA counseling, their placement percentage is reported at 78%.
Now, when it comes to financial assistance, there are several government scholarships available for students who are eligible. You've got the SC/ST tuition fee scholarship, the BC/MBC/D&C scholarship, the well-known First Graduate Scholarship, a post-matric scholarship for OBC students, and also a minority scholarship. So definitely look into these if you qualify.
Let's switch gears a bit and talk about the practical side of things, the everyday logistics, Let's look at the hostel and transport situation.
Good news on this front. The college has separate hostels for both boys and girls. The accommodation is permanent, and both hostels come with a vegetarian mess. Pretty straightforward.
So, for getting to campus, yes, a college transport facility is available, which is great for day scholars. And if you're looking at the bigger picture, the campus is about 15 kilometers from Coimbatore Junction railway station and roughly 20 kilometers from the main city area.
And just a quick heads up, as always, all the information we've shared today comes from the college's official website and trusted government portals. We pulled all this data in April 2026, but you know how things can change, so it's always a smart move to double-check the latest info yourself before you lock in any decisions. Explore more engineering colleges at profsam.com, your true source for 12th to engineering decisions.